All right, good morning, agents. This is Kevin Lauren. I'm the Director of Training and Marketing here at Alta Realty Group. And today we're going to be joined by April, and she is going to tell us all about how she is able to help your clients fix their credit. So it's a huge issue with many different clients. It definitely helps them with their mortgage rates and a lot of other stuff. So this will be a very, very great webinar. So we appreciate you guys joining us today. Want to welcome a few of our new agents. Great to have you guys on the line. This is our office meeting since we are a quasi-virtual company. So great to have you guys on the line this morning. Every Wednesday we get together and we make sure that you guys are up to date with what's going on with Alta Realty Group and what's going on in the real estate market. So this morning, Bill Seitz is helping his mother who's going through a procedure, so he will not be joining us. So it'll just be us today, but we are going to welcome April onto the line. April, I have just promoted you to panelist. Let me know if you're able to hop on, and I also just allowed your microphone. Good morning, April. How are you?
Good morning. How are you doing? I'm doing wonderful.
Fantastic.
So do I get to see anybody's faces? How does this work here?
Nope, you just get to share your screen.
Share your screen.
Yes, so what you'll have to do is I've promoted you to panelist.
Okay, join us.
Yeah. And then you will be able to share your screen with us. All right, perfect.
Okay, should show up.
Yeah, and I'm going to stop my screen share. And so you can go ahead. You should see a green share button at the bottom of the Zoom screen, and away you go.
Well, I only see black. Let's see here.
And occasionally you'll have to go all the way over to the right to the More button and then share your screen that way.
Okay, video. Here we go. Okay. Camera. I thought it was already set up on here, but let me see here. So it's saying no video. You cannot start your video because it's disabled by the host.
And it shouldn't be the video. It should just be the share button.
Wherever that is, let's see. Don't want to close
at the bottom of the Zoom screen.
So I'm in the Zoom screen. Oh my goodness, here, hang on.
That's okay.
Where is it? Why isn't it showing up here? Because you can't see me yet, right?
And and that's the video. So that's not necessary. So what we want to do is we just want to make sure that you can share your screen. So video.
Yeah, this is, I can't figure this out for some reason here. Oh goodness.
These are the joys of running live webinars.
Right.
We're well aware of these things, and we do.
Oh my goodness. Well, I haven't done this in a while, just to let you know. So usually everything's on the phone, but okay, continue. No, I don't want to do that. Let me get out of here.
Yeah, so again, at the bottom of the Zoom screen, you should see my face.
I see your face. It's at the bottom of the screen, but I don't know. Here we go. Make it bigger. Okay, so I see your face.
Yeah, so below that, there should be either a green share button, or you'll have to go over to the More button, which is normally over to the right. Click on that, and then you should see share.
Okay, I see share. Share sound. Share. Okay, yes. Share. Okay.
Boom, there you go.
Oh, but then you went away.
No, so that's perfect. So now you're sharing your screen, which is perfect.
Okay.
And so you can pull up whatever graphic you'd like. I can see your desktop.
Okay, I don't know. Well, I don't have anything to show you. I was going to just talk with you. I'm not going to show you. Well, I can if you'd like to see the website.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's fine. If you just want to pull up your website, that's totally
okay. Here we go.
And then you could just, tell us exactly what you do, how you help our clients.
All right, hang on.
And so first, of course, April, if you could give us a tiny bit of background on who you are and what you do.
Perfect. Okay, so my name is April Kunysz. I am a credit specialist. I didn't wake up one day and decide to do credit repair. And so going back to 17 years old, I was offered a job at a credit reporting service, kind of like the lender reports that you guys pull. So it was actually called credit reporting service back in the day. So I started working with them, and over the years learned the disputing process. And 2006, I decided to start my own company. And back then there was a lot of, I mean, there's a lot of credit companies out there, a lot of them that the crash and burn. They think that they're just going to make money doing credit repair, but they get in trouble. You know, it's $1 million fine if we get in trouble, if we do anything. And you have to be very careful and licensed and bonded and all of that. So at the time, I decided to build credit software. So we did. I got an investor and we developed our credit software that we still use today. We've leased it out to other companies in the past. So I started my company at that time, 2007, right when the credit crunch was happening, 2007, 2008. We were really busy at that time. All of our clients everything was based on referrals. So the lenders, we'd walk into lenders' offices. Back then they had, 200 cubicles and 200 loan officers. And so that's how I started the company, doing seminars with the brokers, and that's how we got rolling. And over the years, just grew our company. It took a long time for the credibility because of all of the scams that are out there. So it has taken many, many years. So I go back 28 years now, and next year will be 20 years with April's Credit Repair. And it always hasn't been April's Credit Repair. We are FPA Corp, the corporation, and we decided to rebrand. At first, I didn't care for it. This was 10 years ago. I didn't care for it, April's Credit Repair, but I felt like it was somebody doing credit repair out of their garage or something. So I said, no, that's not going to work. But actually it did, because people want to know where they're sending their information to. So when anybody Googles me, they know exactly who I am, what I do, see everything that I've done, and they're not scared to send their information with all of the identity theft that we deal with on a daily basis for our clients. It's really scary. So it worked out to use my face and my name as the company. So there's that. How we're different from other credit repair companies. So Lexington Law, as you know, Lexington Law is the biggest credit company out there. They also own creditrepair.com, same company, but they're crooks, and they all they care about is getting the numbers in. They want to get millions of people in making their monthly payments, and they threaten to sue the bureaus and the creditors if they don't remove items. And therefore, they've been fighting the RICO lawsuit against them for many years, and 15 million lawsuits here and 12 million lawsuits. I was never wanting to be in that place. Of course, so I've had investors come in and say, okay, let's really blow this up. And I said, no, that's not what I want to do, because we really take care of the clients. We don't just send off these letters and hope that something gets deleted. So that is a small part of our process. But we actually take the credit report. Every credit report is different. Everybody's situation is unique. So we take the credit report, we do a thorough review of all 3 reports, and we send the thorough reviews back to the client or back to the agent, to you guys. And then we talk about a game plan and figure out what we need to do per account. So right now, these days, with everything going on, the people are in debt, and credit card debt they've used to supplement for their lifestyles, and they got in a heap of trouble. So we have so many BKs coming through, and what we do after that, if they have to file BK, then we would advise them to, if they can't keep up, we would advise them to do that. And then we start working on credit building right away. And we also challenge the accounts. And sometimes we get the bankruptcies removed. Not all the time, but sometimes we do. And we have our ways to do that. We work with a few bankruptcy attorneys, and we do all the credit repair and credit building right after their discharge papers. So that is something that is happening a lot these days. So my processors have been with me for, 15 years and 10 years, and they're very good at what they do. We're very fast. So we're not like the other credit companies because we don't drag things out for years. Our contracts only go to 6 months. There are people, of course, that have to sign the contract again for temporary power of attorney after that 6 months, because they have 20 or 30 collections and we maybe got 50% of them off and we have to keep going. But most of the time we get things done in 6 months or under. So that is our time frame. And it's best to do that because there's no reason for us to want to work with people over a year. We don't want to. We want to get things done quickly, and then they move on and everybody's happy. So I'm good under pressure. Every day I am with agents and with mortgage companies, because they would call and ask me, April, we're in escrow, something happened and we need 15, 20 points. I mean, like now. So that kind of puts us under pressure, but we get it done. 90% of the time we get it done. And it's just looking at the credit reports and seeing exactly what we need to do. If we need to add a trade line, an authorized user trade line, we have, well, we used to have over 500 card holders, but now because of the debt everybody's in, it's probably down to around 250. We probably lost 50% of them. So we would add on a certain trade line if they need history, we'll add a good history trade line. If they need a higher credit line, we will add a higher credit line to bring down their utilization, to raise their scores. And we use monitoring sites to make sure that they post before we tell the lenders, go ahead and do your hard pull and see if their middle scores where they should be, and they're good to go. So that is something that is really awesome for quick score jumps. And let's see, so we offer the credit repair, the credit building. We include the credit building in the credit repair fee that we have. We have the authorized user trade lines. We also do settlements. And we also get people out of litigation and do their help them with their lawsuits. So if they let their credit card go into collection and they're like, oh my gosh, it's $5,000, they're going to get sued because the banks are suing people right now. So lower than the statute of limitations, which is 4 years in California. So they're suing within a year. So we try to, we get them out of litigation, and we work a settlement with the attorneys, and we work these settlements with the creditors as well. I don't care for debt consolidation companies. I think they're crooks as well, because they ruin people's scores. Their credit will not get better. It can't get better for 4 to 5 years because they get locked in their situation with this company. And what they do is they take a lot of money from them to do this, but they only pay $30 to $60, $30 to $60 per month per account. So, and they have you locked in for 4 or 5 years. So it's not a good thing. And your scores for 5 years, you're stuck. So I don't care for them. We do things differently. We settle with the banks we settle with the banks, but we do it in a way where it's a lot faster and it's not small payments. So and we charge it just a one-time, we charge a one-time fee and a monthly fee, just like our contracts are ready to do settlements as well. So we also have budgeting. If somebody needs budgeting, let's say they really want to get their house, they need to work together, they don't understand how. So we play a little bit of Dave Ramsey with them, and we go through their bank accounts. We set them up with a budget, bring down their expenses, and really help them in that way. So we do things across the board for our clients, not just one simple thing. If there are issues with people, let's say they went late on a mortgage, they went 30 days late, or they're a few days late or something, and it was a mistake, then we will work with that account depending on what that mistake is. If it is an error with the credit bureaus or the creditor, we will find that error and we have to file a CFPB complaint. So we do that for our clients as well. So all across the board, we try to get the scores up as quickly as we can to get everybody on their way. So that is how we do things. Credit repair, most people may not know what credit repair is, but there are things that people need to know, that just because we may get it off of the credit reports, we delete it off the credit reports, the creditor still has the information. It doesn't mean the debt is eliminated. And a lot of people, they don't care because they need their scores up right away. A lot of people, they can't afford to pay the collections. So we get them off the credit report as best we can, and then we settle on the remaining accounts. But there's something that happens if in 4 years, or the statute of limitations, whatever state it is, they are able to resell that debt to somebody else. So we make that very clear. We tell people the good, bad, and ugly. We're very transparent. We're all women that work in our office. Any male reps we have are out in the field, and they're very good at what they do. And so they've been in credit for a long time. And yes, that's pretty much how it works. But what questions do you have for me? Any other questions that you have?
Well, first of all, we have we're glad to have you as part of our, what I call our, you are one of our arrows in our quiver. So what we try to do at Alta is we try to make sure that our agents have all the different resources that they need in order to help their clients. And so this is a big one.
Yes.
And of course, you were brought to us by our recruiter, Don Kearney, and we appreciate
Yes,
that.
I love Don. He's an awesome man, I'll tell you that.
I agree. And he put in the chat that he's used you before, and your client did an amazing job, and the clients did get into their home. But we also, so agents, any direct questions that you might have for April, go ahead and put it into the chat. But I'll just start real quick. So what does the process kind of look like? So, an agent has a client,
Sure.
and they're looking at their credit score and it's not looking good, and they're working with a mortgage company, and the mortgage broker is saying, hey, you need some help. So what does the process look like?
So we call that basically the logistics of how things work with us. So protocol, I guess. So the protocol is the best thing to do, what agents do and what brokers do. They send over, you can introduce us either in an email or a text, or a call is fine. And we have to take a credit report. So if you don't have a credit report for them, or their lender didn't pull a credit report, their RMCR, then we have them sign up for credit monitoring, because we can't do credit repair without having some kind of monitoring. And it doesn't have to be ours. I opened up a credit monitoring company, aprilscreditcheck.com, in 2020, but it's $39.90 a month. We don't force our clients to do that. But if they have Experian or Credit Karma, that is totally fine. We help them set up with that. And once we get those reports, we will do a thorough review and send it back to you, your email and their email. And then we go over the whole credit report in each account. Once we get that done, then we can decide if we're going to move forward or not. And at that point, we keep you in the loop. So if you wanted, some agents say, no, just call me when their credit is good enough to start searching for a home. Okay, that's great. Some agents want us to keep them in the loop with every little detail. If we start the credit repair process, they want to see all of the updates and all of the things that are being removed and changed. And that's fine too. So everybody's different. And so basically that is the protocol to get started. And anytime I have agents that call me or text me, they call me or they text me with a quick question, and no question is a stupid question, because they might not understand, but I can answer those questions at any time. Just a quick text, April, I have a question about this situation on a credit report, and I will let you know. If I have to see the credit report, then I will do that as well and give you the answer. So we find the solution to the situations, whatever it is, and we get the scores up. I mean, our goal is to get the scores up as high as we possibly can in every way possible. So going through each report thoroughly is something we have to do in order to understand. So if we get a call saying, well, I have this account and that account, I really can't, I can give a situation. Let's see, if you have a client that has, a credit card collection, let's say a $10,000 collection, that's the only thing you're saying, well, we don't know what to do with this account. What do we do with it? I'm going to have to tell you what to do with it. And I might have to see the account, because we have to look at the dates, every factor in that account to understand what we should do with it. Because there are times where I would say, we're not going to touch it right now. We're not going to open that can of worms. So it just depends. Everybody's unique and different. So that is the best thing to do, is to send a text or send an email and introduce us so we can have a conversation and I can get their credit reports and then send the reviews over. And that's the first thing that we do.
Fantastic. And so the credit reporting or the credit monitoring is $39.90 a month, right?
Yes, that's 39. I don't know how to move this here to, let me see. I don't want to stop sharing. Let me see.
And so what other, Iswara is asking, about pricing. So what other pricing or what other costs are involved too?
Yes, so let me tell you what the state allows us to charge. We have our contracts with the Attorney General in California here. Every year we have to go to them, send them every contract that we have, send them all of our marketing, everything, and reapply every single year for our license to do credit repair. If we're unlicensed, we could go to jail. So we make sure that we are licensed and bonded. And we don't mess around with that. We do everything by the book, and I've never been sued, never had a complaint, anything bad, nothing on BBB. So we've done pretty well for 20, almost 20 years in this company. So I would say the credit monitoring is really good too. But again, people are struggling right now. So we have to take that in consideration, that they can't afford, an extra $40 a month right now. So that is fine. We help them get the free reports with Experian and Credit Karma. And we work with those just perfectly fine. It doesn't have to be ours. So any credit monitoring site works as long as it's monitoring and we can constantly log into their credit reports and see status, because that's how we check status, is by logging into their accounts. And they may get hard copies in the mail for things that we're doing, or the bureaus may send them hard copies. The bureaus are, in the past 5 years, they've been not sending hard copies like they used to, because everybody has everything online now. So most people have Experian, so they just send their updates in their credit reports and through their email these days, which makes it easier and faster, actually. Plus, clients don't have to send us a huge bundle of paperwork when they get it in the mail. So that doesn't happen anymore, which is really great, because we don't keep paperwork anywhere in our office. Okay.
I love it.
Yeah, we don't keep paperwork in our office. Everything is in our CRM system, and yep, everything is monitored and safe. So another thing is I have that book I wrote for credit. So your agents are able to have that, and it's a good read. It's 28 years of knowledge in this book. It's for students, for adults, really. I'm not sure if you were able to read it, Kevin, but it's really great for your kids. I mean, my stepsons are 24 and 27. When they were 17 years old, I put them on my credit cards. By the time they were 18, they had 820, 830 score for the things that we did with them. And they were able to buy their first car, and the 27-year-old's buying his first home right now. So so just things like that. There's information in there to understand what credit is, and kind of the how, the do, the why, all those things. So it's there, and it's available for your agents, and good. It's good for their, if they have kids too in their 20s or 17. Now there's a new law that they finally passed last year, I believe it was, for kids, high school kids, in order to get credits, to have a financial credit class, which is great. I mean, 26 states. So I'm thinking, well, finally it's happening. Now we can get them the information that they need, because you'd be surprised how many people in their 20s, I mean, they're kids, they're in their 20s and early 20s, and they just ruined their credit already because they have no idea what they're doing.
Yeah.
So it's a booklet that explains everything, and it's really quick to read. And there's some question and answering questions in there at the end too, to make it kind of fun, that they actually read the information and took it all in. So
I will definitely make sure that all of our agents have access to that because
Perfect.
I read and I thought it was really, really good and well put
Great.
together. And I just remember being in college and it was like the first day of college, the credit card companies are like on this, on the campus, signing these kids up for a credit card.
Right.
They have no clue what's going on. And at the time I was like, that's very interesting. And now looking back, it's like, that's so predatory.
Right. I know it is. And, imagine, I mean, now it makes it worse now because, Credit Karma, sign up for Credit Karma and it says, click on this, go ahead and click on this card, 100% guarantee you're going to get it. So everyone's go click, click, click. And, they're putting their socials in. So then they're having all of these hard inquiries on there trying to apply for credit. And they have no idea what those hard inquiries are doing to their credit. And every time they click on a button from Credit Karma or Experian, Credit Karma is making so much, they make so many cents every click. That's how they're able to do, $1.5 million in marketing every single month because they're making their money because it's free. They're making their money with on the back end when everybody clicks on it. Oh, this card looks really good. I'm gonna check out their suggestion, and that's how that works. The bureaus, every dispute the bureaus, Experian makes 41 cents. It was 2 years ago, 41 cents for every challenge. So it's very interesting and it's a big game. I'm very good at the game. And if I can share my knowledge with everybody, I love it. It's just really great. And if I can help people get their homes, get their cars, whatever they need, their personal loans, we have gals that we raise people's scores quickly and then they get them personal loans for their business or personally, things like that. So that's really awesome as well. And anything we could do to help your clients move forward with their best credit scores that they can have. And it is rough right now. You're going to see a lot of people with bad credit. People are getting evicted out of their homes because they can't afford it right now. We're just in a tough spot, but everybody just needs to, they just need to hang on there, just hang on for a while. We got, maybe another 6 months, 6 months to a year, I believe things are going to be so much better. And we're going to have some work to do with the credit to build it back up. But things are changing in the credit industry too. So even medical bills, they can't put medical bills on your credit reports anymore. So and then also in July 2022, they passed the law, which is really great that they won't put the collections on the credit reports, but if you have collections, if you settle for a low amount, they have to delete it off your credit reports, which is really great. So that helps millions and millions of people with all of the medical debt that's out there. But if everybody could just hang on and be positive and focus on budgeting and work to get their credit scores up so they can get their home, that is what everybody wants to do. That's the best thing to do.
And April, what is that one-time setup fee?
So there's a one-time setup fee. So we called, and I'll have to email that to you so you can send it to everybody as well. Great. So we're allowed to charge $3.99 for admin, and that covers the first month of credit repair. And then for up to 6 months, only if needed, would be $149 a month. But we do give discounts for agents, clients. We do give discounts for them. Law enforcement, because my family works in law enforcement. My sister's a senior crime and intelligence at the police department. She catches bad guys and I help people fix their credit. She catches the murderers and all of that. But so I give discounts to law enforcement as well, and military. Military is really huge for us. So there are discounts if somebody is in a major hardship, then we take that into consideration as well. So just because the contracts say $3.99 for admin services and $149 a month, we usually give discounts these days. So
we do have a few agents that do specialize in military. I'm looking at Tasha Wilmore's name.
Perfect.
She does that, but several other of our agents do that as well. So that's really cool.
Great.
So, April, thank you so much for coming on our webinar. I'm going to make sure that you are part of our, suite of ancillary service providers, and did put your phone number, main phone number, and cell number, and email address, and website in the chat. And I'll, of course, be including that. We always put out a replay of our webinars. And so all those things and your pricing and your guide will be on that replay. So,
Wonderful.
so we really, really appreciate you coming on our webinar. And I look forward to having you help our agents with their clients.
Perfect. Thank you so much for having me. It was a pleasure speaking with you today. I didn't get to see your face in real life, but that's okay. Maybe one of these days, that would be awesome. And, if any agents have, a personal issue in their credit, please don't hesitate to text me and call me and say, hey, I have a question for you on my own personal, and everything is confidential. Everything is confidential with every agent, with every business associate, everything is 100% confidential. So please, if there is even a question personally, with your own situation, please let me know and let me help you with anything. And for realtors, if you do have somebody that signs up with us, we do offer a $50 referral fee. So once your client signs up and you would like that $50 referral fee, then as soon as they sign the admin contract, then you would get $50 a check in the mail if you'd like to take that into consideration as well.
Oh, that's awesome, April. Really appreciate that. So,
Okay.
April, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, guys. Nice to
And
meet you all.
yeah, and agents, get out there, make it a great week and a productive week, and we will see you all on the webinar next Wednesday.
Wonderful. Good day, you guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.